The year is 2017, and things are simpler. Concerns over chin diapers and social distancing are not but a twinkle in our eye.
Oh, and hey, I'm really loving the pandemic special.
Taking a knee is the way to stand up. Donald Trump's still trying to figure out the basics.
This is a tough hurricane, one of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
It's tremendously big and tremendously wet.
The Honda Africa Twin is hot on the adventure market. And you could buy a full complement of reliable and feature-filled adventure gear for less than $1,000.
This is a one-stop, do-it-all adventure jacket, only $450.
How times have changed. Or have they?
Hey guys, Colin from Trail Trash ADV here to do a review on Gryphon gear today, particularly the Vancouver jacket and the Indy Pant from Gryphon gear. Why am I doing this review? Well, budget gear is hard to find. We find that most of the reviews out there are total bullshit, and most people just read the product descriptions and say, oh, it was great, oh, buy from me. Here at Trail Trash ADV, we like to provide no bullshit reviews. That means real people riding real gear for real periods of time. We have to buy the gear ourselves most of the time too, so yeah, we're with you. So let's take a look at the first gear, Kathmandu, for example. So what used to be an affordable option for those looking to stay safe, dry, and cool has increased over 50% in price since I purchased my set in 2017. At that time, you could actually get a set of completely armored, waterproof, ventilated, and insulated gear for less than $900. Now, how does that compare to 2022? Take a quick look at Fortnine's best sellers, and that'll tell you just about all you need to know about the state of the industry.
You serious?
So products that are less than $500 are typically a compromise to meet a price point, and warranty claims due to material and workmanship defects are getting harder to claim across the board as huge companies eat up their share of the market.
As a consumer, I want more for my money, but not necessarily more for my money because you gave it to me for less. You've already done it. I had it once. You can't give somebody something and take it away.
It just makes you look like a dick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alpine Stars.
So
you're a dick. So imagine my relief when Gryphon Gear sent me along a set of waterproof, armored, ventilated, and insulated gear with a total Canadian price. Gloves included. We're not touching on the gloves today, but that is gloves included. Did I mention you get 2 jackets? You get 2 jackets. Anyways, I'm going to try and keep things simple. There are 5 things I need my riding gear to do, and we're going to base the review off that. The 5 things are, they need to protect, they need to ventilate, needs to insulate, needs to keep me dry, and it needs to last. Because what's the point in spending money on this stuff if it's not going to last? Am I right? I'm going to start with the category that most manufacturers typically lie about, waterproofing. Gryphon gear uses a semi-permeable membrane. It's not Gore-Tex, but it actually works quite well. So in my opinion, in my experience, the only thing that I found that keeps me 100% waterproof is Gore-Tex. Okay, the other brands work from not at all waterproof to almost as good as Gore-Tex. And if you're interested in learning more about that, you can go to this video here by Ryan F9 on Fortnine. Now in Gryphon Gear's case, the semi-permeable membrane that they use kept me dry in all but the most extreme weather events. And in those weather events, maritime attire is the only thing that's going to keep you dry. So one of the typical failure points you'll see in the waterproofing in motorcycle gear is around the ventilation panels. On the Gryphon gear, the ventilation panels were quick and easy to close on the fly, and the over-the-boot enclosure never let me down, unlike the first gear Kathmandu. However, in some cases, I was unable to secure the lower boot enclosure with the zipper on the Indy pants. And I had to rely entirely on the Velcro to keep things together, which left me feeling a little uneasy. Luckily, the Velcro with the Gryphon gear is plentiful and strong and has lasted for almost a year of my abuse. So you can rest easy there, but we'll touch on that a little more later. I would like to see the diameter of the pant leg made a little bigger just to fit all adventure and motocross boots, because some boots they fit and some just not so much. As some of you know, I am a paramedic, and as such, I do take my safety seriously. When I talk about protection, there are a few different things I want my gear to do, but we're going to start with the most important one as a motorcyclist, and that's abrasion resistance.
We're going to do a little trail trance analogy for those of you who have never experienced the distinct pleasure of sliding along the highway. So we're going to use a couple just general household objects to draw this comparison. So here is your skin, and here is the highway, okay? So you see what's going to happen is this is going to be your skin going down the highway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Road rash is the most painful part of all the accidents, and it won't even kill you.
So for abrasion resistance, we're going to be looking at the material and the weave. While no rider plans to take a dirt or asphalt nap, it does happen. And you want to be wearing, well, kangaroo. If you're going to slide on pavement, you want to be wearing kangaroo because it does provide the best sliding protection. But unless you're planning on sticking to the pavement and staying away from the dirt, that's really not a great option for us adventure riders. So what's an adventure rider to do with no kangaroos? Well, meet ballistic nylon. Ooh. The term's used everywhere, but what the hell is ballistic nylon? Ballistic nylon was created by the DuPont company, which you can learn more about by watching Dark Waters on Netflix.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing documents I don't understand. They're hiding something. That chemical. What if you drank it? Drank it? It's like saying, what if I swallowed a tire? What if whatever's killing those cows is in the drinking water?
It's just super evil shit that... Anyways, the DuPont company decided to use ballistic nylon for flak jackets during the Second World War, and this consisted of a 1050 denier in a 2x2 basket weave. So deniers the measure of the thickness and the weight of the individual threads in the fabric, and nowadays any 2x2 or 2x3 basket weave nylon is considered ballistic nylon. So really all you need is a nylon and a basket weave, and that's considered ballistic nylon now. Now, don't go wandering around in the dark or in dark alleys because you're not going to be bulletproof and you're sure shit not going to take shrapnel from a grenade. Gryphon's Indy Pant and Vancouver jacket are sporting an outer shell made of 600 denier anti-abrasive ballistic nylon and 1680 denier in the high impact areas, you know, shoulders, knees, elbows, that kind of stuff. And that should provide really great sliding protection without breaking the bank, and that's likely how they were able to keep the price affordable. Reinforcing that base material is CE Level 2 protection at the elbows and forearms, knees, shoulders, and back. As well, it has removable hip pads. I would like to see some adjustability in the placement of the CE2 knee armor, but this is generous protection for the price point, so it's hard to complain about. Just one thing to keep in mind, however, CE armor disperses impact over a larger area and plays a minimal role in absorption of energy. Absorption of an impact is the pinnacle of riding protection. Now, if you guys are interested in knowing more about trauma and injuries that we're likely to experience as adventure riders, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. We'll see about making a video about that. One last small item on the protection front. If you do find yourself sliding down the freeway, you'll want to keep the skin on your lower back. Gryphon's Indy Pant features an 8-inch zipper compatible with all Gryphon jackets. Keep your skin, zip your pant and your jacket together. Staying cool is an important part of staying dry on a multi-day motocamping adventure, and the Vancouver jacket sports a total of 8 ventilation locations. Air intake is distributed with 4 large ventilation panels on the front and rear, and 2 ventilation zippers for your shoulders and arms. Now, the Indy Pant is slightly less impressive on the air movement front, sporting 2 large ventilation panels in the front, similar to the Vancouver jacket. Airflow through the Vancouver jacket is adequate at lower speeds, but I found the pants to require more speed to effectively move air. Could this just be my fat arse? You let me know in the comments below. Either way, you'll be happy on hot days if you're moving and air is flowing. Perspiration evaporation is pretty limited with the semi-permeable membrane liner, especially if you're working hard on the trails. You'll want to make sure you're giving your gear a bit of time out in the fresh air each day that you're out riding.
We gotta climb back up that. Are you feeling good about it? I'm tired. Time to have the
Herbal refreshment.
yeah, herbal refreshment.
Gryphon takes a different approach to insulation with the Vancouver jacket, providing a fiber-filled puffer jacket that can be worn as a standalone jacket or used as an insulating layer on colder days. This jacket is lightweight, kept me warm at down to 5 degrees Celsius, packs down small, and is included in the price of the Vancouver jacket. Gryphon's Indy Pant takes the more traditional approach of insulation with a zip-in liner. Installation of the liner is uncomplicated and quick, providing great heat preservation on cold rides. Another thing worth mentioning is that the puffer jacket or Indy Pant liner will pack down small enough to fit in the spacious storage flap at the back of the jacket. There's also enough room to squeeze in the removable neck gaiter too. Now that I've been abusing Gryphon's kit for almost a year, I feel pretty confident in my ability to assess longevity. So, I did suffer some minor and less than minor material breakdown. Keep in mind, however, that I am extremely hard on gear when testing, and so long as the functionality is not compromised, it's minor stuff. So what didn't fail? Zippers, Velcro, armor, and the anti-abrasive ballistic nylon construction proved its worth over many off-road trips, slides, and tumbles. And what did fail? Okay, well, minor items for the most part. We can completely exclude the Vancouver jacket, which suffered absolutely zero material defects or failures. Now, the Indy Pant, on the other hand, is another story, suffering 3 minor material failures. I'm going to start with the most important of the minor failures, and that's the adjustable hip straps. I say this is a minor failure because it would take less than 5 minutes with a sewing machine to fix. The material that holds the plastic D-ring could go for just a little more beef, and I could go for a little less beef. Yeah, I will take some of the blame for this one. Number 2 is the pant pocket Velcro, and what I noticed with that was it was starting to pull off from the mounting position that supports one of the 2 hip waterproof pockets on the pant. Not sure what the cause was on this one. Overfilling my pockets, perhaps. I do have an old man wallet, you know. Big. Number 3 was catastrophic breakdown of that reinforced seat area. The circumstances of this breakdown involved a moto camping trip to New Brunswick, where the seat of my dual sport, the KLX 300, was just wide enough to cause a pressure point right along the seam where that patch mounts to the pants. And I believe the chafing on those seams is what caused that material failure. And other than looking a bit funny, it didn't affect the performance or the functionality of the pant. If you do happen to have issues with your gear, you can touch base with Gryphon Moto regarding their 5-year warranty against manufacturer defects.
I've been waiting forever to rip that off.
So, if you're considering starting your own adventure into motorcycling, are on a budget, or are an experienced rider looking to try something different, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the value and features that Gryphon provides at this competitive price point. This has been Colin from Trail Trash ADV. We'll catch you in the next video.